will go to the hands of There Is No Team. Perhaps off the rebound, I take it back. There's Chocolate coming in with a pass. Hot on the shot is H Money. Like, but it's okay because There Is No Team still collects that back. Guy up in the shoulder, left side, downside, H Money. Onside, straight clear as they go for a boost. They go for the shot, will be slightly off, but if they can rebound this off a nice redirect, and H Money, credit there for a stack. Was it with Chocolate? It was, and
I think you start to get a feeling of where players are aiming and an instinctive sense of where to aim your hands. And now, finally, Ted's able to recover and to Kaden. And now Kaden trying to bait out the teammates. Firetop again trying to go for the interceptions. But again, Genesis with the quick passes and the quick shots.
Mobility will buy you so many opportunities. I mean, look at that fast stack coming right through. Buying themselves a goal again down under the dunk. Just about anyway from H Money. I don't know about that, but anyway, down to the bottom of the ramp it goes. Chocolate takes the disc and goes for the hit. Will not miss. Barely though, right on that pole. There are sort of, except like for instance, if both teams happen to agree to having an extra, I will not mind too much, but Beka and their passing has been fantastic here for Genesis. Oh man, the flyby stun on the goalie and just lays it in with Steez. That was kind of mean, Jay. Kind of mean. Taters, or what's happening? Anyway, over here we'll go to a Kaden. Fair enough, now taking the disc. I mean, it's not on Atlas. Anyways, over. Oh, on the goal though, it's H Money. He's scored over and over.
This is a good interception now. Chocolate going for that 1v1. Actually trying to sneeze in it, but it misses it. Now Chocolate has to go around 3 players. Good punch by Gagasm, but Jake Tabeka able to
stops between some brawls as well as that steal. It will result in a shot from him as well. So fair enough. Starting to catch a little bit of a fire here, just defensively, if nothing. Every lane was just so covered in the passes. So even though that first pass wasn't open, so Genesis went to a different pass, and that one was covered too. And what did it do? It got a 3-point lead for Tint.
Dangerous from Genesis. It's able to get the clear, and now the other stack, H Money going for that 3-pointer. Is able to tie the game.
Wasn't just a 3-pointer, unless my eyes are deceiving me. As soon as this match concludes, that should be our final match of the night. By the by, as that shot just gets on by, there's a stack. Here comes Guy from the bottom, and he gets the 2-point lead right back now for Tint. Missed, and will this cost Genesis round 2? We'll see.
Yeah, Genesis with another great intercept. H Money trying to bring that to an overtime. No,
whoa, but the defense again for Dave, Guy, Fair, Huzzah, and Huzzah will be for There Is No Team because round 3 is about to happen.
Reset that. Finally gets it to Kaden. Kaden again gets that good pass to H Money, who doesn't have any defense. Goes for that quick 2-pointer, tight angle, but is able to get it. So quick with those boosts, you cannot miss those passes.
Wow.
And a quick boop shot, Chocolate is able to secure this 2-pointer.
And taps it in, but see, I want to point out too, because Chad is up that would cost, so getting very lax and losing it. So now on the attack, oh man, it's gonna be a self-goal.
Oh, I got him with a 1v1, goes for it, but actually it's intercepted by H Money. But good headbutt by There Is No Team again. No rush to score it, and now David closing it out.
Sort of passing there from Tint, got them the goal, seeing if they could stave off another one here, holding the defensive line as going for the play. Caden underneath the pole and then into the goal.
I'm seeing them actually adapt to There's No Play, or Genesis actually. Forcing play. Forcing a pass was also back there, and now going to Guy. So let's see, the passing has been right on point, the cross is on point, and that's 2 points, up by 3 for There Is No Team. Yeah, definitely, and now a great clear by Genesis and a quick boost, classic boost by Genesis. Actually goes for that back pass, goes for the anchor.
Man!
That's how these last 2 rounds, again, definitely going for that chain defense, actually gets it, giving a lot of trouble to Genesis to actually get it. Kaden for the 1v1.
Ooh, there you go.
Stunned out goalie.
Oh no! Missed grab there for them as well, so both teams kind of missing some grabs. Oh, but Dave again in the clutch! The 2nd round in a row in the Welcome everyone. Hello and well, welcome to VRML. This is Sunday, our last day of this week 9 here in the league. And we've got ourselves some exciting games here in Europe, starting off with the yet-to-be-defeated Phantoms with that incredible record of 17-0, just dominating here in Season 1, versus Alpha Ducks, a team who's going to try and make the upset. I mean, doesn't matter which team you are. Any win versus Phantoms, round or series, would be an upset versus this team, so it's going to be a very intriguing match. On the caster's desk, I'm Palidore, joined by SirDimwi. So, Dimwi, what can you tell us? I mean, that can already be said just about this impressiveness from Phantoms.
Yeah, 17-0, technically a record, as I said before the cast.
Yeah.
They had a 2-0 win versus Vertigo on Thursday, and they're currently number 2 worldwide. They're number 1 in Europe. They're number 2 worldwide. They're kind of racing with Joker right now, and a victory in this game might put them up number 1 in the world, MMR-wise. But yeah, Alpha Ducks are coming in. They have that MMR of 1160. You can see on the screen there. Record of 7-10 after 0-2 loss versus Fusion on Friday. And so yeah, Alpha Ducks coming in. I mean, you know, they want to get a victory. Obviously, you never come into a game not wanting to get a victory. So that's what they're looking to do. But against a team like Phantoms, pretty tall order for just about anybody, as Phantoms has proven, since as of yet nobody's gotten the victory on them in Season 1. As we approach the end of the third quarter, I've been calling it, going into Week 10.
Yeah, basically the last month here of the regular season, at least, as we get the first shot off that first joust. It's Maddie right away for 3.
6 seconds, 22 meters out, 17 meters a second. Maddie with the hot hands, getting that feed in there from Sundance off of the joust. That was absolutely phenomenal to kick this one off. So yeah, 6 seconds in, Phantoms are up 3-0.
And Meatballer in the chat there from Spaghetti calling it the Phantoms' first loss coming today. So we'll see if that prediction holds true. But at the moment, Phantoms just looking to score again. It's Nilly.
And just a quick correction, Meatballer calling this Phantoms' first loses. Nilly was putting that one in. Making it look a little too easy there. And now Phantoms up by 5, and we're only a minute in here to round 1.
Yeah, so that's a quick start. Needless to say, will be the joust right back to Alpha Ducks here, launching out. And Lil Rad taking that one, evading that stack. But look at the very quick redirect. That's a dangerous thing. Mount Phantoms, I mean, they got the passes, but as much as anything, they've got the speed. Speedy back pass to Martin here, and now spreading out a little bit, just trying to, looks like, dodge the stack some more. So.
Yeah, Alpha Duck's doing a good job of passing this one around mid right now. They're keeping it away from that stack of Phantoms. And now getting an opportunity here on offense as they approach the bubble.
Yeah, finally getting the stack split up a bit, but it's not going to be for long because there it is again. Regathering, there's the collection, there's the pass, there's the open shot. Will be hit by Maddie again.
You know, and this is that right there. I mean, you saw Alpha Ducks did a really good job of staying in control of the disc, moving that one up through mid. And you just saw this is kind of what set Phantoms and a lot of those top tier teams apart from the others. Is you make one mistake, they pick it up, they turn it over, and you're talking within seconds. They've got an empty net 3 on you.
They got what? An open net 3? That's
right
an open
there,
net 3.
as I'm saying it. Maybe. Yeah. No. I mean, that's just that's what they do, and you can't make mistakes against teams like this because this is what happens. It's unfortunate.
And to their full credit too, I mean. Last time around for the Phantoms game was casting. I mentioned against Vertigo, I believe, right? And I mentioned how Phantoms, if nothing else, their supposed weakness was 3-point shots. Just as of late, they've been missing some. Not that it's been costing them matches by any stretch, but a lot of their success predicated off of just rebounds. That said, Phantoms have been making all their threes so far to open this up with some precision, and they've not been the most easy of shots or slowest shots, so full credit to them coming in hot today on the offense.
Yeah, and Alpha Duck's doing a really good job of passing this disc around. Just that one miss there, the chain goes out. Good job of scuffing that chain attempt there, but another empty net 3, and again, We see it again and again and again. Phantoms just they kind of they keep attacking, and they're just relentless in that attack. And the moment they can get that disc loose, they turn it right around, and they're so fast on that turnaround there. Now up by 14.
And that's Maddie. That's his, if I'm correct here. Yeah, his third 3-point hit. So he is, as much as anyone, really hot here off the start. I mean, a long-time player, great at defense, but also showing he is fantastic at offense. Sharpshooter, no doubt, as Torin receives this pass. And then right up forward here to Sundance. Tap pass actually just missing his teammate, so they'll have to reset a little bit in the pocket.
Yeah, but just the control they're exerting here. It's just even when they lose it, it's hard to really, you know, the way they lose it, they get it right back. The other team lose it, they get it back from it. You know what I mean? And there again, Nillywick to Maddie putting another one in. Now with double digits in the game there for the 2, and up 16 now is Phantoms.
And Maddie doing the damage here for what, 11 now. Just absolutely burning hot at the moment on those shots. This time being assisted by his teammates, and I always mention how Phantoms do a great job. It's like, oh, a good shot maybe, but just going to be taken out. Might have been a little off either way, but you can see how fast the defense got back there into the goal, despite the fact that for a moment it looked like it was a good wide open shot, but just closed off immediately as they back it out. And Sundance looking to go on offense again. Where's Maddie? Find the hot hand. There he is. Is gonna have to back it out due to the defense.
Yeah, and I mean, and you could see the fact that they backed it out there, the way they're playing, they're respecting Alpha Ducks here, the way Alpha Ducks plays defense, and backing it out. They're not taking for granted the fact that they're up by 16. They're still playing. They're still playing a proper game here against Alpha Ducks.
That's the other dangerous part about them. That's maybe underrated and not mentioned as a good defensive play comes from Ninja Knight. Gets the steal, gets the clear. There's a soft boost. Might not be enough to get the job done, though, because just the speed here. Nonetheless, they're actually going to get it back. So Little Rad going from the bottom and does hit the shot. So 2 points here for Little Rad, assisted by Ninja.
And they're finally Alpha Ducks slowing down that scoring onslaught there. It took a minute for that goal to happen, but it's a goal for Alpha Ducks to finally get on the board there. Little Rad with a beautiful shot off the backboard, beating the goalie. Goalie was not being interfered with, and so goes in, getting that one, sneaking it back behind the back of the goalie, excuse me. Good for the 2.
Yeah, and right back again. So let's just watch the Phantoms here on the offense. Maybe getting a little bold on that one, but we grabbed here by Torin. Torin looking for the cross, actually just backing it up. And this is what I was trying to mention last time. The dangerous part about Phantoms is the fact that despite the fact that they are lossless, they've just been winning over and over here, they really do play with the same kind of just calmness and focus, and they stick to their game plan vast majority of the time. You don't see them getting lax as a shot just gets saved actually out there. Sundance, I believe that was. And yeah, just they play with a very even-keeled kind of demeanor about them, no matter if they're ahead by 2 or they're ahead by 10 or 20, you know, or I guess 19, as the case may be. But the point is, they never let up.
Speaking of not letting up, Torin's going to slap that one in for the 2 off the bounce, off of that backboard there. They had some good disc movement, moving it through the Alpha Ducks zone there. Alpha Ducks doing a good job of scuffing up that approach from Phantoms. Phantoms again, despite turning it over, we're able to get it right back and put it right in. And now up by 16. With just under 3 to go here in round 1.
So for Phantoms, continuing to cause some issues here. Defensively, getting the disc back now, going back on the offense. There's a good stack here from Alpha Ducks, but managed to get the pass off in time. Nillywick over to Sundance over bottom ramp, but there again is a couple players kind of losing their stack, but just trying to contest and actually losing the disc. So maybe a turnover here as Ninja Knight gets a clear.
The hand there.
And yeah, he did lose it, so will not be what he wanted, and they'll get it back still. Nonetheless, as Torin goes back on the offense.
It looked like Sundance, his tracking cut out or like he lost signal with his hand there, and you could see it kind of just start reaching towards the sky, and then once he got it back, he was kind of jiggling that hand around a little bit just to get that signal back. Unfortunate timing there, but they're going to get another opportunity here with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, it won't hurt them too badly here. Firm lead, 18-2. And going for a pass there to Nilly, to Sundance, and there's the assist again. Vast majority of goals you'll recognize from the Phantoms team, there will be assisted.
Yeah, that's a hard angle there to make the save on, and not just the angle itself really kind of favors the goalie, but in having to read, is it going backward, is it going right in front of you, or are they going to hook it around to the front side? I mean, there's really 3 or 4 angles of attack there that the shooter can take, and so yeah, good shot there. And now Phantoms up by 18 with just over a minute.
So approaching that mercy, perhaps if one more score does go through. Nilly is going to attempt that. There's Maddie. Again, he's been the hot hand in this first round. He's going to go for that pass. Oh, nice one. Getting that to the teammate. It just kind of behind his back almost turned around and handed it off. There's Alpha Ducks causing a turnover. So maybe they're going to stave this one off a little longer. Have an open 3 off to the mid and rebounded right back by Phantoms, at least temporarily.
Alpha Ducks trying to stave off this mercy here. And ooh, good grab there from Torin in the bubble. And we are going to see the stack come down. And, the bounce there off of the Geo. And then a ding off the top. Maybe not going to get it here. 30 seconds.
Yeah, always a little disorienting sometimes, trying to go for that boost so fast and get the disc and then banging your head off the geometry. I was almost notorious for doing that back in the day. Just the big forehead and echo, I suppose. Would bang my head out just on the very top a whole lot.
The 5 head, as I've heard Andy W. refer to it as.
Yep. So 11 seconds left, 10 now. Looks like the mercy may not be a thing here, as Alpha Ducks do in fact hold it off. One more very deep shot attempt, or pass attempt rather, will just ricochet, and it's a 20-2 first round. And well, you can hear it there in the opening comms. At least they prevented the mercy.
For some reason.
Yeah, I mean, a good game there from Phantoms. Kind of the strength of the team there that we would expect from a team that's currently 17-0 in the European side of things. We can look at the team sets there. Phantoms coming away with 350 in possession time versus 230 there for Alpha Ducks, and that translates to 11 shots taken versus 4. That one favoring Phantoms, 11-4, and 4 assists to 1 assist there. But both teams getting 3 saves, which is notable there, particularly for Phantoms when they're coming up against only 4 shots total in the game. But game-high points currently going to Maddie with 11. We noted that when that happened. Sundance also getting 2 goals on the game, a 3 and a 2, with totaling 5 with an assist. Nillywick with 2 points, 2 assists, and a save. Contributing across the board there. Same with Torin with 2 points, 1 assist, and 2 saves. A little spotty there over on Alpha Ducks, which is you can kind of expect that really any team going up against a team like Phantoms. Lil Rad picking up 2 points, Ninja Knight with an assist on that goal for Lil Rad, and Ninja Knight also with 2 saves. Definitely notable, probably helping stave off that mercy. Stody also picking up a save there in round 1 as we get ready now for round 2.
Yeah, Alpha Ducks will try to have better second round. Again, it's, you know, Phantoms is just kind of on another level this season, so round 2 will be underway now. And getting off to a quick start here off this joust will be retained by Stody, so Alpha Ducks maybe a chance here at offense first, going to the shoulder, backboard, and just barely missing, but a rebound. Ninja goes bottom of the goal, actually, just missing that one. A little pass hands a Lil Rad, and maybe a clear will lose that offensive opportunity as the immediate boost come out now, but right back, Ninja Knight there first. It's a good series of handoffs, back passes, but another turnover. Ultimately, Torin will fade away with a shot off the pole, back to Stody now, and another clear here. So Alpha Ducks trying to get back to that front line. Seeing what they can do. It'll be grabbed, tapped in. Wow, Martin the third. Big shot there without hesitation.
Actually missed that. I gotta watch the replay. That looked like a headbutt to me, but seeing that it's for 2. Yeah, I don't know what I saw. But
was it actually a headbutt?
From Martin. I don't think so. I can't tell from the but it should. If it was a headbutt, it would be a 3, as far as I know.
Either or. Oh, there's a fadeaway again from Torin. Ooh. That one we saved out. So Alpha Ducks are already off the bat. Can compliment the fact that they are doing a very good job getting back to this disc first a lot of the times. Their stacks are pretty fast here. And a nice evasive maneuver on 4 defenders there from Ninja Knight.
Yeah, and I'm actually taking a moment. I'm going to go back and look because I need to know whether or not that was a headbutt because I don't think it was because it was a 2. But I couldn't tell, so I'm just going to check the video right quick.
All right, well, Stody will go over here with the Lil Rad pass back to Ninja. They're going to go up on the offense again, back passing it out. Stody, some good patience from Alpha Ducks. Up high to Lil Rad from the sky, goes down. Sky is falling, I guess, and 4 points first for Alpha Ducks now.
Well, that's a nice shot there from Lil Rad. It's a shot I like to take when I get the opportunity, coming in high on the bubble. Yeah, from the ceiling. Oh, that's beautiful. Coming down behind the goalie there. And that's a hard one to save, I can say, as a goalie. Not only is it coming from that high angle, which can be tough, but coming from behind as well. Good goal there from Lil Rad.
Yeah, especially coming up from above like that. A lot of players historically having success is good grab, but losing the hand a bit there, Lil Rad. Maybe hitting a ceiling or something, it looked like. Only say that because I'm used to the feeling. But rebound by Nilly. Nilly has his open slice. Couldn't get it through. Slapped through now by Stody. I was going to say, from that top angle, yeah, because if you're a goalkeeper, I mean, you have to look almost directly above you, crank your neck, unless you use the sticks to invert yourself. So that's very tough to defend.
And I did just, maybe an opportunity here from, we do get it. Nillywick bringing it in from behind the goal there for the 2 to put Phantoms on the board here. Finally, after 3 minutes, that's a long way together, especially after that round 1 domination there from Phantoms, going 3 minutes before getting that goal. But I did check the video. It was a far side hand slap from Martin III on that goal. It was not a head, but from the angle, you can kind of see how you might think it was, but you can actually see him bring the hand back and slap it in.
Yeah, well,
from that tight angle there. Beautiful goal still, nonetheless.
Worth looking at because definitely a notable thing as they go for a 3-point play. It's Torin. So the third try on a 3-point shot in this round, and he will not be denied this time.
Yeah, not much to say about that one. Just a solid shot comes in from below the bubble there, on walking it in, keeps his hand, keeps the release behind the bubble to ensure it's a solid 3, and now Phantoms take the lead by 1.
Oh, there's that rollout from Alpha Ducks. Seen again, I always mention some of these really unique rollouts. Going for a pass here, saved out off that bounce, couldn't quite get the catch on the teammate there of the reception. So over there to Torin, he's going to try for the ramp, knowing that even if he misses, he has teammates stacking immediately. There they are. It's Mandy for the 2 off that backboard area. So 3-point lead now for Phantoms.
That's another one. It's kind of sneaky. It can kind of, sneak under your nose there. Matty, when he came in, he had such speed, but he still gets the grab on the disc. A lot of players have trouble with that accuracy when they're coming in fast, trying to grab at the disc. A lot of players will shoot it, they'll undershoot it, they'll misaim their trajectory there. And Matty does it with style there, bringing it in for that too.
Yeah, and then other times too, sometimes you see these teams as I go for a shot right now. It's a 3. It's Lil Rad on the stun goalie. So good coordination there to go up, actually tie up here in the second round.
Solid placement as well from Lil Rad on that shot. Good for the 3. I actually didn't realize that was a 3. Keeps that release again behind that 3-point line. But you can see where the goalie is on that shot. He places it just a little bit outside of the goalie's arm reach there, so even if the goalie wasn't stunned, might have still had trouble getting the save on it. It's a beautiful shot there from Lil Rad to tie this one up just over halfway through round 2 here.
And some punches there from Torin trying to deny the Alpha Duck stack, and does so successfully. So it will be an open goal conceded to Nillywick.
Oh, and you can see that defensive chain got stunned out on the bow tie block there. It looks like to me that they were trying to get back, but that man back just got them stopped before they could get there. And by the time they come out of stun, the shot's already on its way in. They can't get there in time. Well played there from Phantoms to get that 3 in. That was good teamwork.
And I really do like, even though it got a little bit disrupted, I do like the rollouts Alpha Ducks has. They have a few pretty unique ones. And getting a shot off of it eventually. Lil Rad again here, assisted by Stody.
What a little sneaky move there from Lil Rad to keep his team in the game. Coming in upside down off of that left shoulder block and just flings it from the sharp angle. It's got, again, one of those shot areas where it's kind of hard to read, especially with the obstructing goalpost. They're going to go off the backboard, or they're going to try to shoot it on that tight angle. He puts it in for the 2. Phantom still with the lead, but only by 1.
Yeah, and trying to maybe get back on offense here, actually. Alpha Ducks, another Disc, but turnover to Torin. Torin back passing, playing it patient. Alpha Ducks having a very, very nice second round here. Not only holding Phantoms to less points so far as a shot goes through, but also Alpha Ducks, I mean, scoring a lot more too. So it's really just all together a much more effective round 2 for Alpha Ducks.
And you want to talk about placement? I was just talking about placement on the last goal. You can see it on this one. Watch it on the replay. Coming in, Maddie sends that one to that top corner pocket there. Has very little room to work with as that one sneaks its way in out of the goalie's reach there. That was a beautiful shot there from Maddie.
Yeah, and also kind of goes back to that whole factor you talked about, you know, about kind of respecting your opponents and playing that same way. Not content with just taking it dead center as that shot goes just almost dead center for Torin. Another 3 for him in this round, up by 6 points now.
Sorry.
But yeah, I was just going to say, respecting your opponent and not getting lulled to sleep and thinking, okay, I can probably score this easily, so I'm just going to shoot it right down into his goalie's chest. But no, he's going to paint the corners. He's still going to go for the highest percentage shot possible.
Oh, absolutely. And Phantoms, I was just going to say Phantoms now looking like how they looked in that first round. Maybe found their footing again, as again, we're going to see that one come in. Torin grabbing that one from Maddie. I don't know if that was had the trajectory or not to go in, but Torin putting that one in. And yeah, Phantoms just going on that scoring spree again. Alpha Ducks was able to stop it there for a good 7 minutes in round 2 here. But yeah, Phantoms starting to come back to form.
Yeah, and perhaps not unexpected, just granted, you know, they've done it every time so far this season without fail, even in some games, because they have fallen behind in a few matches. Don't get me wrong, as another boost comes out here and possible score eventually, actually, struggling with the collection, but do juke around and Torin from around the back to the front to the goal, up by 10.
Yeah, good read there from Torin. All those defenders kind of in between him and the goal on the far side there, on the back side. And yeah, Torin just ultimately brings it in. Not so much steez, but really just a little extra just to make sure it's not going to bounce off any heads.
Yeah.
Make sure he gets it in for the 2. And now Phantom's up by 10.
But yeah, just mentioning that because Phantoms have fallen behind a few times in certain rounds, and they've just without fail, every time you think, oh, maybe this is the one, within the last few minutes, they just managed to come back every time just about. So with another shot here from Alpha Ducks, less than a minute left, but Little Rad's still going to put in some points, only down by 8.
Yeah, solid shot from Low Rad coming in, throwing that one off the backboard. I've seen him make a couple of those in this game, and yeah, he likes that shot, and it works. No reason for him to stop taking it because it seems to beat this Alpha Ducks goalie, or excuse me, the Phantoms goalie most of the times he's taking it, if not all of them.
Yeah, and despite the fact that there won't be enough time to come back here, still the score very respectable in round 2. A very good job from Alpha Ducks, giving Phantoms just some trouble. But Phantoms, as we said, they know how to come back, how to gather themselves after being scored on, and just keep that cool mentality in every match thus far.
You see how Nillywick accepted that pass on the shield, like froze, like a freeze frame for a moment, and then got the double ding on the send-in. That was I don't know, that was a comically, like, highlight worthy in a very comical way.
Good game. You want to come join
Yeah.
us on birthday drinks in
Good.
like a couple hours? I'll be
Oh, just listening to the
Smashed.
comms a little bit
If
there.
anyone wants to come and join.
But the thing about Nilly especially, he gets pretty crafty around the goal, and it does have some funny moments like that over the weeks. I noticed where he'll do these little freezes, or he'll do these look away, fake passes into goals, things like that. I mean, he definitely has his moments for sure that make for entertaining highlights.
Yeah, that was definitely an entertaining one there. But just to go to team stats real quick, notable. The overall possession time of 618 to 524 in favor of Phantoms. However, that was so it's 54% to 46%. At the end of round 1, that was 60% to 40% in favor of Phantoms. So
really close that gap.
Yeah, Alpha Ducks not just closing the gap in the game, but they got the majority of possession time in that round 2 over Alpha Ducks there. Of course, then we look at shots taken. However, it doesn't really translate as well as you would hope. 21 to 10 there in favor of Phantoms over the whole game. And I'm just going to have to pull up the stream Yeah, we got the game stats. Game high points. No surprise to Maddie with 15. Also picking up 2 assists. Torin with 12. Also with 3 assists and 3 saves. So Torin, maybe candidate for MVP in the game there. Nillywick with 7 points, 4 assists, 2 saves all across the board there. And Sundance with 5 points and 2 assists. Over there on, Alpha Ducks, though, Low Rad picking up 11. We saw a lot, just beautiful shots there, particularly in round 2 from Low Rad, and then Martin III getting 2, and then 2 assists apiece to Ninja Knight and Stody. The 2 saves apiece to all Ninja Knight, Martin, and Stody there in that game. Those 7 minutes, though, of that first 7 minutes of round 2 was absolutely phenomenally played there from Alpha Ducks. Pulling away with the lead a couple times, holding on to the lead for a while before Phantoms finally kind of caught fire there in the last 3 minutes. But yeah, Alpha Ducks doing a really, really good job there in round 2.
Yeah, just the defense, the disc control. They started getting their boost together a little bit quicker and getting to that disc first. That's always a tough order of things to accomplish against a team like Phantoms. So they did a very nice, respectable job of it. Kept the score differential to single digits by the end of that second round. So really the defense and the control for Alpha Ducks, along with the speed on some of those recoveries. Just all-around good effort from them. But as you mentioned, for Phantoms, just doing more of what they do without fail. Each player for Phantoms always has multiple assists in every single match they play. That team play, ever since they first formed, many iterations of names ago, that's what this team has been known for, is the great team play. And yeah, it just continues to shine here, even now, and it's a fun style of play to watch. I really enjoy watching Phantoms games. Of course, from the spectator entertainment perspective, you're always part of you is always waiting for that underdog to come through for a victory one of these days. But I mean, just from a fundamental standpoint, gameplay standpoint, Phantoms are a fun team to watch. And yeah, can't say enough. I mean, there you go. Maddie definitely led the first round with a ton of points, and then Torin was the one who started lighting it up in the second, really. But just full team effort all around. Now we do have the next match scheduled. It will be the return of Team Gravity. That's right. So after more than a month off from the game, on a bit of hiatus there, weren't sure if we'd see the return this season or not, but alas, here we are, and I'm happy to say Team Gravity's coming back versus Quackheads next, so stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League and what is going to be the return of the preseason champions, Team Gravity, here into the league. A full roster as well. There was a little uncertainty earlier in the week. We'll see if that holds true. I think Vaya was maybe having internet issues potentially, but now, yeah, he's in. I'm really excited to see what comes out of this match here and see if there's any rust involved. Obviously, super talented team in Team Gravity, and yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how they come back after what, five weeks maybe off, 5 or 6 weeks. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it has been a little while. Gravity, their MMR has kind of, I believe there's maybe some decay there. They've reset down to 1,200, but they do maintain that 6-2 win-loss that they had before they took that break. And the last game was March 1st against Smash Dash. They won that one in 2. Smash Dash team will be playing immediately following this one. But Quackheads are coming in here. Their MMR is sitting at 1190, a record of 99 after 2-0 victory versus Vertigo on Thursday. So yeah, Gravity getting a good kickstart here against Team Quackheads, who are feeling good coming into this one.
Yeah, and immediately off this joust first, it's going to be butted all over the place as it goes to the wedge, and miniature pile up forming there just in the lower areas. Vaya gets stunned out by Gob. Quick hello to the Twitch chat as well. I can see Boop and VR Jersey in there. Boop saying he was excited to see Jersey play. I'll be honest, I was kind of looking forward to it too, but I'm glad to see the full team here as well, the normal roster for Team Gravity, as they go for their first chance at offense. Oh, but looks like Lewis may be having issues down below.
Yeah, I couldn't see the player. I could just see his name kind of glitching left and right there. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like he's back, whatever happened. So another opportunity here for Gravity.
Yeah, so right back at it. Viatrex receiving the back pass. We just came out of that Phantoms game versus Alpha Ducks, and I mentioned how strong the speed and teamwork is for the Phantoms. Well, Team Gravity, I mean, it's almost a mirror in a sense. These two teams are just, they've got a very, very controlled but fast style of play to them. As a headbutt there, I think it was, goes from Lewis, so a save-in either way, and some punches going through as it goes to the wedge, and recovered here by bad internet.
Yeah, Gravity did a good job of scuffing it up there for Quackheads, finally getting the control there. Simon is going to try to clear that out, but yeah, Quackheads also did a good job of stopping Gravity from getting an opportunity there on their own end, and so we're going to have another opportunity here from Gravity, though. And
a little off on that pass, trying to recollect it here. Again, mentioned, you know, maybe there'll be a little bit of rust to a degree. I think Echo's kind of like riding a bike in a sense. You know, I came back and played some matches recently. There's definitely some rust here with shots especially, but I think like some of the things like grabs and, you know, and just the positioning, stuff like that doesn't go away. And I think Team Gravity will probably find their stride given a few minutes here, as they do get the first 2 for Lewis now.
Yeah, about 2 minutes in now, minute 58, that first goal comes here for Team Gravity. Lewis Ammo getting there first and putting that one in off the backboard, off of, I believe that was a dump in from a teammate. And yeah, Gravity definitely looking like they're trying to get, you know, find their balance back as a team. I know personally, if I take any time off, I always come back feeling a little bit shaky. And a shot there. Ooh, that one dinging off. I believe was that Lewis again.
Yeah, but rebounding, and Simon back to Al Pacino over to the opposite pack and up top here. So there's the passing. I mean, you can see the team play instincts aren't gone at all as they go for the attempted shot, but going to be stunned by Gob as it's slapped out. So they're still making the same passing ideas. Not all the execution is there quite yet. But I mean, as you can see, it's the team play, the chemistry is still kind of intact.
Yeah, I mean, they're still maintaining control here, getting another opportunity. Again, you've seen Gravity have several opportunities. It's just, you know, finding that weave work, getting it in, the good passing. Ooh, great opportunity there, stopped by Middleman.
And Middleman, so gotta shout him out again, because last time we saw Middleman in a match earlier in the week, my goodness, was that one of the most ridiculous series of just defensive plays I've ever seen. In the first round, it was credited 7 saves. There was a restart, and we lost the stats. He ended up finishing with somewhere probably over a dozen, but either way, the vast majority of them were also head-on and goal. They weren't even like long shots. So he just had some incredible stops in the 2-round match earlier in the week. So got to shout that out.
Yeah, goalie catching fire can definitely turn the tide of a game in any sport, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense, one of those kind of underappreciated aspects sometimes in sports, and as the case may be in Echo, but you know, for Quackheads here, they're very, very good at it. Trying to deny another attempt here as Al Pacino will ding that one, so Gobshite comes away with it. And now looking for the backline boost. There's Quackheads. There's a clear. There's the stack. See if they can convert. There's the grab. There's the shot. But it will not be had. Very close, but missed opportunity there.
Yeah, that was a great shot opportunity there, and just kind of hitting on the left side of that cone. But bad internet, gonna walk this one in with an assist there from Gobshite. Just gonna stuff it for the slam dunk for the 2 to tie this one up. Where are we at? About just over 5 to go.
Threw a few shot fakes in there all along. First, I mean, looking like he was maybe going for an anchor shot, and then he drove it in. I'm like, oh, okay, shot fake. Now he's gonna shoot it. Nope. Kept faking all the way until the goal. So Viatrex rolls out here by the Rad logo at midline. The defense there being played a bit man-to-man for a moment, but now splitting off and getting a split right there, right in the face with a punch. Gobshite, very, very much a big brawler, always coming in with a ton of stuns every time he's in a match, and resulting in almost a shot attempt, but denied by Lewis. Right back to Gobshite. So now they have a pass to the barrier, to the nest area as well, playing it a little bit carefully, trying to at least, but it is tough as a stuff gets dinged off the post and right back to the hands of Via.
Yeah, Gob was there off that the goalie save. He tried to stuff it in, but he dings it off. But now another opportunity here. His middleman walks that one in, but he's gonna get stunned out. Now Simon's gonna send this one out.
And now the clear, the reception, the goal just missed. So there's maybe a little bit of the shot rust we see, but again, the team play's been right intact. There it is for a spin shot, Simon. Oh, too early to be getting steezy maybe, but he's gonna get he's gonna get back the disc, or Al Pacino at least. So another chance for Gravity. So as they roll in here, one more passing play, slightly astray, down to the wedge, and will be caught or slapped by Alp. And you can see just kind of the discombobulation, despite the fact that they are, trying to maintain control, go for a lot of these back passes. Ooh, indeed.
Yeah, maybe I think we both saw that, so I'm not sure. Maybe some client lag there.
Maybe, but again, off the collection there, Via down low, and finally the goal. It's just squeezes it past. Not sure if that was a shot attempt or a pass attempt, but it was a good goal at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, either it was a barely missed shot attempt or it was an amazing sneaky pass there, as the goalie definitely read the shot. Goalie read shot, but it was a pass to kind of the backside of the goal, so he didn't get the read on that, and it gets to the player behind the goal. He puts it in for the 2, and now Gravity up by 2 here, pulling that lead back with 3 minutes to go. Yeah,
and also just addressing the chat there, but saying defense underappreciated. Just speaking in generalities, in the sense that when you get these highlight plays and you get people all amped and stuff, it's a lot easier to point out sometimes just the strong offense, these huge shots, just like that big swinging pendulum dunk from Simon. But
yeah, I didn't see that one coming. Simon was kind of, from the perspective of my camera, is kind of tucked behind that right shoulder block there. So when that shot comes in, I'm like, oh, it looks like that one might be going a little bit high, but then Simon just grabs it and slams it in with that ferocious speed there. That was phenomenal.
Yeah,
good goal.
But I'm not saying goalies are not appreciated. Just more so as a shot goes through. What a beautiful hit there. So maybe getting their offense and their fire behind him now is Lewis. But yeah, not saying goalies are underappreciated or undervalued, but just that people tend to flip out a lot more over huge offensive plays over defense in a lot of sports, I've noticed. It happens. So I do like to shout out great goalkeeping,
Let's be real. No one really needs goalies in the modern game anyways. So whatever.
Before anyone rages at Dimwi, note that he is a goalkeeper. Just want to say that. So,
what? No.
Bad internet takes the disc back, has a backboard pass potentially, will go in for it himself. Could have been risky. Via almost saved it, but they'll still get the points.
I couldn't doubt. Did that go off of Viatrex's head, or did he get the grab? I honestly can't tell from the angle I had on it. I'm gonna watch the replay. Either way, Viatrex was there, did get in front of it, and I still can't tell from that replay. It's too small for me.
Looked like he
but yeah,
may have been stunned there. May have been stunned, so it might have been a headbutt. But
Okay.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm just kind of eyeing it on the corner of my eye and my smaller monitor, so it could be wrong there. But either way, Al Pacino does get the disc, looking for a pass, 2-on-2, potentially unfolding in the goal, and actually turning into 1v4, 2v4, gets the score, and it's 11-4 for Team Gravity.
Now that one there only taking 19 seconds, and an underhanded shot there from Simon coming in at 19 meters a second. That fabled 19, and every day see more and more players able to pull those off. It's not going to be the fabled speed for long, I'm thinking.
Yeah, and because of the way 4v4 works and all the speed involved there too, the faster you can get those discs off with accuracy, more importantly, the better off you'll be, especially in this kind of meta, as bad internet goes for one more score here for Quackheads. So 11-6 as this first round comes to a close.
Yeah, nice feed there from Irony Man. A bad internet cutting in from that left frame block, the left boot, as some people refer to it as, and it brings that one in for the 2. And yeah, 11-6 here, but that with 5 seconds to go, unless Quackheads move very, very quickly, which they tried, but not quick enough, and didn't get that turnover. So yeah, we'll be 11-6 here to Team Gravity in round 1.
Yeah, well done by Team Gravity there. A little bit rusty to open up, but sure enough, given a few minutes, they started finding that deep threes, some passing plays. So getting that juice kind of flowing again in the body, and getting used to playing Echo once more.
Yeah, especially in the last few minutes there. I think the last 3 or 4 minutes. Team Gravity kind of found their footing again, and really started to lighten the scoreboard up a bit. Yeah, possession time, I mean, they did come away 443 to 217 in favor of Team Gravity. That is a monstrous possession time advantage there. That translates to 12 shots taken. I can't speak right now. 12 shots taken by Gravity versus 6 there to Quackheads in that round 1. Game high points currently to Simon. With 6, Loose Ammo with 5, each coming away. Did Simon, I believe that's two threes to Simon, and a 3 and a 2 there to Lewis, and then 4 points to Bad Internet. Although we're missing a 2-point there that went off of Viatrex's head. That should be credited to somebody of Quackheads. I can't quite remember who that was. 2 assists to Viatrex, 1 assist apiece to Loose Ammo, Irony Man, and Gobshite. And then saves across the board there. On Gravity, 1 apiece to absolutely everybody. So everyone pulling their weight on defense, and then 1 apiece to Middleman and Bad Internet. As we get ready for round 2 here, see if Quackheads can maybe come back in this round, force Gravity back onto their kind of back off balance again.
Yeah, and worth noting directly after this match, as this first joust goes out, Team Gravity here will be in a doubleheader, so they're going against Smash Dash following this one. So have a bit of time still left for Team Gravity. Multiple rounds to be played. They're going to come here against Quackheads with a 2-point play, 6 meters out, right in that corner.
Yeah, it looked like maybe caught the goalie by surprise, but still, I mean, the placement on that was absolutely perfect for what he was trying to do there. Puts it right in that deep corner pocket. Goalie, it looked like goalie went backwards, and the goalie maybe had some tracking issues. But nonetheless, a good shot for Viatrex, good for the 2. Anyways, and draw first blood here in round 2.
And intercept actually from Al Pacino, getting it right through to the deep end. There's a 1 player there, Via waiting for a slap shot. Unhappy with his miss, but you know what? His teammates get it right back and attack the goalie for the 2. Simon.
Yeah, Simon putting that one in off of the back of the raspberry. We heard from Viatrex, but a feed there from Lewis. Lewis was able to pick that bad shot off the backboard there, kind of off of that far side corner, then sent it to Simon, who was waiting on the shield. Who brings that one in for the 2, and Gravity now up by 4, just a minute and a half into round 2, excuse me.
And Gobshite rolling out here, having it stolen by Viatrex. That's something he's so good at, playing that mid lane, playing just defensively, bothering so many players. Just holding the disc for an extra second. I really like that patience as Simon gets a little bit steez again here, but this time paying off for the 6th point.
a little steez, but at the same time, I mean, you can kind of, you're trying to trick out the goalie a little bit. Goalie's not coming out to challenge, so he really wants to make sure that the goalie is off his balance there as he brings that one in for the 2, and it is good for the 2. Now Gravity up by 6, just 2 minutes in.
I do like that patience, though, from Viatrex. He got that pass. He was looking for the backboard pass first as that shot gets taken out by Simon. But then Via recognized that, my passing target just got stunned out, so he just hesitated. He held it for an extra second, didn't panic. And then as soon as Simon came out of the stun, passed into the disc, and, there's the results, the goal. So just good veteranship being shown and patience there on offense. Ooh, now speaking of, there's some good defense. Showing some good heady plays, I suppose, as a stack comes out immediately for Gravity, but it'll be off on the pole, but rebounded. Lewis backboard, another shot off the ding, and will be grabbed by Gobshite now and sent clear through the mid area.
And the race is on here. Both teams getting there very, very quick, right? Neck and neck. And now the stun's going out, and finally is Middleman able to get away with it. And now Quack has maybe an opportunity here. Oh, quick turnover there.
And 2 stuns coming out from Bad Internet over there, it looks like, as that goes pretty close to the goal, but taken by Irony as a stack approaches. Stack still staying locked on, and they're going to load up for the collection on the disc. So Viatrex.
Really good speed here from Gravity. Sorry, go ahead.
So Viatrex tries to send that off. It will take a ricochet, but Simon's still in position to get that, and another pass to the mid lane. So a few of these passes off, and again, some of the mechanics might be a little rusty here and there. At least it was the case for me when I came back recently. But the concepts and things like that still maintain, and that's why I'm saying, Team Gravity, give it a little bit of time to continue gelling and feeling back in rhythm. I'll be interested to see how they perform against the rest of this round and against Smash Dash, and especially if we see a Phantoms matchup in the near future. So on the tap out to Viatrex, he's going to get stunned. Irony Man trying to take this one over. Simon contesting over on the backside here. And then taking it is Al Pacino. Al Pacino rolling over to Viatrex. The great positioning, the great passing, the spinning, but disc getting knocked loose.
Yeah, I mean, nice try, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, because if you look at what he did, his head didn't move. He ducked a little bit, but he didn't duck very far. And so as he's spinning on his head is on the axis, so his head didn't go anywhere. It was way too easy to stop him on that one. Nice little flourish, but yeah.
Basically, a little bit of a water sprinkler move, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just doing a. Watering the grass a little bit, trying to get past the defense. Didn't result in too much, but then we breaking a bit, that's all. And as we get Gobshite returning this pass over here to Bad Internet, and nice cut in. The goalie trying to dive out, but just narrowly missing. So Bad Internet gets the 2 points here for Quack.
Yeah, good goal there from Bad Internet, bringing that one in on that steep angle on the other side of the post from the goalie. The feed from Gob to get that one into Bad Internet. And good goal there. They needed to get some points on the board. They did. It's only a 4-point game, and the stun there, they might be able to get 2 more here.
Yes.
Or 3. Oh.
Seemed like a little bit maybe delayed coming out of that PE joust, so did enable Quackheads. But you know what it did enable? It's Simon eventually still get the shot. So turnover not costing him. Simon undoing any mistakes with just a beautiful 42-meter lineup.
And what I mean, you can see there, Quackheads came out with a really aggressive kind of play style as they came out on that defensive joust, and they end up paying for it as that one gets sent in from, I think that was 42 meters out at 18 meters a second. That was a beautiful shot there. Now Team Gravity.
Oh, speaking of beautiful shots, look at that one from Bad Internet. By the way, got the way 9-5, and that was a really nice hit.
That, perfectly symmetrical. I mean, well, almost. But still, that was a beautiful shot there from Bad Internet, sending it in. I didn't actually see how far out. I would guess about 35. Beautiful shot there from Bad Internet to answer that one from Team Gravity. And now it's just a 4-point game again.
And through some tight defense at that as we get a 3-point ding. But Simon unhappy with the miss, but see if they can get it back. They're going for that speedy stack, but just as well, there's Quackheads coming in hot. Taking a shot, just missing, and back again to Team Gravity for just a moment at least.
Yeah, good attempt there from Gobshite. Tried to go off that backboard, but didn't have the velocity on it, and was easily saved. And now Lewis is gonna. Ooh.
Many a raspberries
Uh,
tonight.
Gonna need to make some raspberry pie for dinner or for dessert. But yeah, he had a good opportunity there, Lewis Ammo. I don't know what happened, but yeah, Gravity going in for another opportunity here.
Lewis will get the shot attempt there and make up for any mistakes earlier on. I think what happened was he got the disc. It looked like, even from my perspective, it looked like he had a lot of time. So I think he was trying to go out for maybe a 3, and then at the last second, suddenly a defender popped out on that stack, and he had to rush the shot. I think that's what happened.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because even from my angle, I was like, oh, he has a lot of time, and then suddenly, oh, nope, no time.
So that makes sense, yeah. But the goal that they ultimately got there, the passing was beautiful. There's some one-touch passes, some slap passes to get that one in from Lewis. Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
Bad internet with the clear and going in from 40 meters out. Oh my goodness!
Oh boy! So bad internet. 2 threes now for him in the last couple of minutes. That one off a very interesting bounce there off that bottom corner, but anytime it hits those corner panels, it does give it a chance to go into the goal if it hits it just right. So, hey, bad internet will take it gladly, and so that's a good 3-point hit to bring it within a 3-point game now, less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's what Quackheads needed here to stay in it, and they're feeling really good right now. They really want to make something happen. They want to build off of that fortunate turn of events there.
And for Team Gravity, on the other hand, all about just maintaining that control. There it is. Recognizing the exposed goal just briefly and found the window, that is to say, the backboard. That was a nice recognition from Lewis.
Yes, it was. It's hard to see there. Quackheads, you can't do that with a team like Gravity. You can't leave that. You can't give them any open goal looks because they'll take them and they'll make them. They do it there. They punish them for it. Still a minute to go, so still an opportunity here for Quackheads in round 2, a 6-point spread. So we'll see if maybe they can make something happen here.
The thing with that shot too, it sounded like it was super open. I mean, it was open enough. Like against most teams wouldn't be able to punish that, or it wouldn't be something you'd be worried about. But against Team Gravity and some of the strikers on this team, you just always got to be aware. So Simon, he's well aware of the goal as he rolls in for a round the pole kind of move. So it's going to be a 16-8 lead off of that whirl and twirl on the goalpost for Simon.
Yeah, and I believe that right there, we can confidently call the ice on the game here, as we're going to have 23 seconds coming out of the tubes with an 8-point spread. That's 3 goals. We are out of that mathematical time, so this will be round 2 and game. To Gravity here.
Look at
taking this one.
Passing, though.
Ooh. But a good grab there from Lewis to stop that one from going in. But it was a great, beautiful passing there from Quackheads. Try to put something in to end this one.
Yeah, I want to, maybe one more to end this one. Actually, indeed, it will be 19-8 is where it'll finish. And the sportsmanship coming through there. Always love it. So, but just wanted to point out, too, just I complimented Alpha Ducks as well. And the same applies to Quackheads, and same applies really to so many of these European teams. I really like some of their unique, very efficient rollouts they have. If there's teams, especially in North America, who are watching, I see some of them there too today. There's definitely a lot of footage worth studying there in terms of offensive rollouts, because Europe has, like every team just about has some incredibly creative ones that I always love watching.
Yeah, some great. Oh, whoops! Some great rollouts. Definitely, we saw here in
stats. 1 minute.
Yeah. Just speaking of stats, possession time. Gravity really came away with it. 8.5 minutes. 4:45. 64% to 36% in favor of Gravity there, which really kind of puts a stamp on their control, their passing. Once they found themselves. Only took a few minutes. They really stayed in control of that disc. And that translated to 26 shots taken, 12, 10 assists to 4. And, to go over the individual stats. So you got game high points here to Simon with 15. Lewis Anmo following him up right behind with 13. Then 2 there to Vitrax and Al Pacino just getting a save on the board there. But 4 assists to Vitrax, 4 assists to Simon, 2 assists to Lewis, 3 saves to Simon, and 1 apiece to Vitrax and Lewis. And but bad internet over there on Quackheads, getting 12 points. The only player on his team to get points on the board. But 12 nonetheless. I mean, some great shots from him, some threes, some lucky, some not, some skilled, you know. And then 3 assists there to Gobshite, 1 Irony Man. Bunch of saves though, 2 to everybody but Middleman, 2 to Bad Internet, Irony Man, Gobshite, and then 1 to Middleman there. So yeah, I mean, great showing from Quackheads versus Gravity. But yeah, once Gravity was able to find their footing, they became pretty insurmountable for. I mean, the Quackheads put on a great fight in that second round in particular. Well, in both rounds really. But yeah, Gravity able to kind of pull ahead with it there.
Yeah,
and take it away.
definitely as the game continued, you can see it reflected on the score sheet at that. But the further we got into the game, the more Team Gravity started finding their footing again and just finding that rhythm from... granted, I don't know how much they have or haven't scrimmed lately or things like that, but you know, there was some rust involved. But I mean, as it went on, they definitely were making the right plays, the great passes, and starting to hit those shots as well. And big test again, though, coming up right soon against Smash Dash. Smash Dash is you know, in Team Gravity's absence, they've been happy to you know, climb those rankings a little bit more, go head-to-head with a lot of these teams, and establish themselves as a strong team. So looking forward to that, and we'll kind of get more into that whole thing after the little break here. VR Jersey over there in the chat, though, saying EU greater than NA confirmed. Thanks, Pally. Don't get me in trouble with my country, man. I said no such thing. I'm giving compliments is all.
Pally, real quick, I'm seeing in chat there, VR Jersey saying EU greater than NA confirmed. Thanks, Pally. What's that about, man?
Did you not hear me?
What did you say?
Are you trolling me right now? Or do you just not hear me? Don't
I'm
do
gonna
this
hold
to
you
me.
accountable
Don't do this to me,
to your
Dimwi.
words and to your actions.
I'm so confused. Do you not hear me, Dimwi? All right.
I
Well,
can hear you.
does the chat not hear?
I don't know what you said, but I know what I heard.
Okay, so let me try to explain myself. I said that, and then you repeated what I said, so I was confused if you heard me or not.
I heard you.
Well, then how come you repeated it? I was answering it, then you repeated the question. I was answering it. I'm so confused. All right, well, you know what? Forget it. I'm going to go to the break right now. We're going to switch off here. We're going to have a Smash Dash versus Team Gravity coming up next. So stay tuned. We're just going to switch up the names and whatnot. So we'll be right back. All right, hello, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that little delay. I thought actually at first that the game was at the 30-minute mark, not 45. So alas, it was a slightly longer intermission than I intended, but we're still here following Team Gravity. Back-to-back matches, their first win there just moments ago, 15 minutes ago versus Quackheads. And coming up against Smash Dash now. So I'm Palidore here, joined by SirDimwi once again, and what can you tell us about this match?
Yeah, this is I'm really excited for this one. As Gravity, their record has, after that win versus Quackheads, their record has extended to 7-2. But their last game before that match against Quackheads just a short time ago was back on March 1st, a 2-0 victory versus this team of Smash Dash. And Smash Dash, since then, they've raised their MMR to 1240. Their record's 11-6 after 2-1 victory over Vibers on Friday. So Smash Dash definitely looking to come back and get a victory, kind of in this long-awaited rematch here between these two teams.
Yeah, definitely have had their battles over the seasons. These two teams, some of the longest-lasting veteran, teams by name and by roster too. I mean, there's a lot of experience on these teams. So it's always exciting to see them come in and play, and it's going to be a Smash Dash making said first play on offense, but there's the defense from Simon with a save. Real quick, too, want to shout out Torin over there in the chat from Phantoms, the Twitch Prime subscription, right on time in the clutch. Thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot. And now Dage passing it off here to Street Boo. One more to the backboard. That's a nice score for Slin.
Yeah, I mean, it's well executed there from Smash Dash. I almost called him Hello World because that's what it says in the game.
Yep.
But yeah, Smash Dash, that feed there from Street Boo to Slin behind the goal. Slin relatively unchallenged, able to bring that one in for the 2. And now it is Smash Dash getting first blood in this round 1 here.
So 1 minute in, Al Pacino now for Gravity. A bit off on that pass, hitting the Geo, tapping it out, taken by Dage. So looking to make a back-to-back plays on offense if they can. There goes the stacks, but the misdirection kind of deflected off of the Geo there. So coming in from that boot area, but taken out of the hoop by Viatrex.
Yeah, what a save there by Vitrex. Actually, Vitrex went through the goal and was able to keep the disc on the outside of the rim as he went through. There was a pro move there from Vitrex as he made that save. That was phenomenal.
Making it look easy as well. Yeah, sometimes the moves, those little subtle nuances that you see sometimes, don't appreciate it nearly enough. Right there, though, Simon, he's going to get the 2-point goal, tying it up, assisted by Lewis.
Yeah, a great feed there from Lewis to Simon. Simon was open on the floor there, and Simon comes in. Goalie was there looking at the shooter, just couldn't get the grab on the save. And Simon was able to put that one in for the 2 to tie it up here. That's 3 minutes in here to round 1.
Yeah, and so kind of mentioned it earlier before we went to intermission, but Smash Dash, as they lose a disc here. In Team Gravity's absence, they've been happy to kind of take that second place for a bit, and really having some great games, piling up some wins on their record sheet, and really coming back to have an impressive Season 1. Team Gravity looking to kind of reclaim that fame, though. And it's, as we mentioned, it's going to be a test here against Smash Dash, who has been rocking and rolling as of late. Going here for the play to Simon. Al Pacino saved out by Slin.
That was a great save by Slin. I was going to send that one out. It was a good opportunity there from Gravity, and Smash Dash was able to shut their bubble down. As Simon, I was going to roll out with this one, send it up there to Vitrex. We're going to send it through that right tube. Going to bounce around down in that trench, and ooh, good chain there. Lewis is able to get the grab on it, and that was Lewis. It was at Lewis and Al Pacino, I think. It was, and Alpha going to send this one back out to Vitrex. He's going to look over some pass options there. Does get it to Simon, and Simon go for that shot, but it's just wide, and now Streepu's going to send that one back out.
He went for those corner clears, always gives it a chance to go into the goal, not to mention just makes it kind of easier to predict on the bounces. So another one of those subtle things you see these experienced teams doing more and more, so pay attention for all you new ones out there. But for Al Pacino, he's going to have himself the open dunk to bring it up to a 2-point lead for Team Gravity.
Al Pacino getting that one in for 2. And he races down there, gets that disc first, and just walks that one in. Make sure to, tick off as much time as he can before he sets that one in. And now Team Gravity taking the lead here for the first time in round 1, 4 minutes in.
You're gonna make Gobshite jealous with that shout out. I thought that was reserved for Gob. Jeez.
No, that's gob shite.
Oh,
That's,
yeah, okay.
It's a two totally different yells.
My bad. Well, in any event will be a clear. There's the boost and maybe another breakaway goal. All 4 players for Team Gravity arriving, but the headbutt out of the hands, and you always hate when that happens, but they will get the rebound still.
Alpa heard the way I said his name, and his head grew a little bit in size, and contributed to that headbutt there, I'm sure.
He probably heard it and said, Al Pacino, no, as it goes via Trex to the goal.
Oh, we're not going to reference the no. Vitrex bringing that one in behind the goal and putting that one in for the 2. Good shot there from Vitrex, and that's going to push Team Gravity up by 4. And yeah, good goal there.
Yeah, good hit, and I do like the fact that that after the headbutts, the immediate grabs by, I think, Via and Alp it was. So despite the fact they turned it over on an unfortunate play there, could have scored, immediately just went to the stack. They didn't dwell on it. They didn't think about it. They just went right back to the speed. And as I say quite often, speed will undo a great many mistakes in Echo Arena. You can make up with a lot of things just by fast stacks.
Absolutely, and Gravity is definitely a fast team. As they've already forced that turnover and are back in control here. Al Pacino going to send that one into Simon. He's trying so hard to draw that defense out. Finally gets one out as far as he can, so he's going to send one up to Lewis. Lewis looking for that pass in to, is that Vitrex kind of being a gnat on the goalie there. And what pass wasn't on, he wasn't looking for it. And now a turnover, Slin getting the stun, going to send that one in deep.
Ooh.
And that one's going to hit that star block and go wide. And now looks like Gravity's going to be here first to turn it around and maybe get another opportunity.
Yeah, there it goes to Alp again. He's going to take maybe a shot. Will it hit? Not quite. But rebounded by Slin for a moment. Simon punching him out, going up from this ceiling, and quite appealing on the shot. You mentioned so hard to save those, proving why there.
That was a great play there from Simon as he goes up, as he grabs that disc along the ceiling there. He does that quick twist to turn himself upside down. And that dodges the one defender, and then that gives him that favorable angle on the shot on goal there. And he brings that one in, puts it in for the 2 confidently, and now Gravity up by 6 here with 3.5 to go.
Yeah, and I see Taco on Thursday. I thought I left this conversation 15 minutes ago. To be honest, he says, very hard comparing EU and NA, referring to... never mind, not referring to anything. I said nothing. Anyway, Lewis over here will get the disc. In seriousness, though, yeah, I do give compliments a lot to EU in the sense that, honestly, their rollouts, their speed, I mean, it is levels above. As we go for a shot from above, just dinging off the post, they get very creative with these rollouts in ways that I could only name really a couple North American teams who have rollouts that impress me as much as the ones in EU. So, yeah, full credit to that. But, like I said, don't get me in trouble, okay?
In trouble for what?
You stop that. Over here on that bounce shot, almost going, I said nothing. Being taken by Slin. Slin's going for the backboard play. Maybe his own rebound. No, actually, he's stunned out, so Team Gravity going back on it. They're 8-2 on the advantage at the moment as they go for maybe another open goal. No, they're going to train, but instead get stunned out from behind. And whoa, what a shot from Simon! Easy breezy steezing. That was beautiful. Simon getting the shot. Wow.
That was, we saw him go for one of those early on against Quackheads, and it was well off the mark. But this one, every single defender coming out of the goal, kind of pushing out to the edge of the bubble, and Simon getting a good read on that. And he's going to spin that one around and get it in. That was highlight worthy.
Yeah, I mean, the one he took earlier on versus Quackheads, I mean, that was even closer to the goal, and he wasn't quite able to make that. That one was a few meters out, 5 meters out or so, I think, and yeah, just hitting it with some ferocity as well. Oh, Simon going off the backboard now, looking for another one of those shots, but will be off. Looks like he'll have time to collect the disc. Not a problem. The stacks a little delayed there by the defense of Gravity, but not delayed long enough. Simon couldn't get rid of it, so there's a clear, there's the boost, and maybe an open goal, getting the 3 for Slin.
Yeah, that stack right there, they did exactly what they needed to do. They come in and attack the disc carrier, stun them out, force a turnover, send it down, dribble it down rather, because it's kind of a self-clearing boost, and then put it in for the 3. I mean, you cannot find a better execution of something like that anywhere else. And now a minute to go here. Gravity up by 5. Smash dash for the interception there. Slin gonna
Oh,
send that one in
boy.
deep. And, just off the mark.
Oh, Slin, I thought that was going to be in. He is just a mighty fine striker, does a great job, and has been piling on points. In fact, he's one of the, if I recall correctly, in preseason, he's one of the only maybe three players or so who scored 40 points in preseason. Again, if memory serves. Now that shot's going to be off, and downwards it will go. And into the hands of Simon as it'll go back to the stack. They'll get a clear, maybe collect again for yet another boost, but less than 30 seconds left, as you can hear there, and the time not going to be on the side, especially if Viatrex gets that goal, and he does.
Yeah, that one right there, that's a solid ice from Viatrex. He gets down there, stuns out the blue man on Smash Dash, and gets that disc and sends it in for the 2. It's a 7-point differential, and with 3 seconds to go, once that timer counts down, yeah, that's got to be round 1 here. Being taken by Gravity, 12-5. Fairly convincing win against a team like Smash Dash. Who's been really proving their place over in Europe over the last few weeks.
Oh man, hold on. Let me before I forget I didn't put my scores. Let me put that in, and I'll get back to what I was going to say in a second. All right, there it goes. So I like Ryan in the chat there saying, Simon trying to troll so hard, LOL. Simon pops in the chat himself before the clock is even done counting down and replies no. The game hadn't ended yet, and Simon responding to... Anyway, on to the stats, didn't we?
So yeah, it's going to be round 1, a 2-team Gravity. They do come away from possession time 4:26. It's for 2:33. That translates to 13 shots taken, to 7. Then we're going to go to the individual player stats. Simon with the game high points of 6, followed up by Viatrex with 4, and Al Pacino with 2. And then Slin pulling out 5, the only 5 there for Smash Dash in that game. But that's not obviously I say it like, oh, they only got 5 points, but that's I mean, when you're playing a team of the caliber of Gravity, same with Gravity versus a team like Smash Dash, it's hard to score. And that's why you see a game like this, 12-5. That's not a particularly high-scoring game. That's only a 2-goal differential, or well, 3, but still, very close game. It's only 7 points. Yeah, it's hard to score against either of these teams. And it's showing on the scoreboard. It's showing on the points, the stat board, and everything. As we start here in round 2.
Definitely a little bit of a slow joust from both teams coming out there. So we'll be kind of anyone's disc at the moment. Slin taking it for a second, but Viatrex stunning. But yes, you're definitely right on that one. And even in North American games, sometimes I point this out because there'll be times where things slow down, or maybe it gets a bit scrambled and it's a lot of back and forth play. And sometimes it's easy to mistake, scrambled play for inexperienced play or poor play, but sometimes it's also just a matter of, again, a high pressure, low margins of error, and even against these good teams, especially when they're going head-to-head sometimes, you'll see them just trying to break through, and it's a difficult thing at this level of play, at any level of play, really, but especially at these top levels.
No, I mean, you're talking about those thin margins. I mean, yeah, that's what you're working with at this level. Your passing lanes are smaller. The amount of time you can hold onto the disc is shorter. Excuse me. The zones you can work with are both smaller and bigger. It's your margins are just so much thinner when you're playing at this level. It's hard to make things happen when the other team isn't giving you an inch.
Now just trying to find that inch, and in a pinch gets it through. Lewis just ducked under one defender and then shot it on the second, the goalie, and it's a good hit there. A couple minutes expired already, minute and a half anyway, and it's Team Gravity with their first 2.
And that's basically what I'm talking about. I mean, you had the one player, they're passing it around. They can't get a clean lane from any angle. So finally, that player just sneaks past one, barely within inches, and gets it in on the goalie, again, within inches. And yeah, I mean, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about those small margins. I mean, they have to weave a camel through the eye of a needle to make some of these goals happen.
And through all the players' hands here, kind of focusing on each other instead of the disc. But a nice weave around from Lewis, and he'll score again. Good patience there, and it's a 4-point lead for Gravity.
Great placement on that shot from Lewis. Kind of putting that one in right on the edge there on the goalie. It's when you're shooting on a goalie, you're kind of depending on your edge work a lot of the time. Otherwise, you're kind of depending on really just statistics.
Yeah.
If you're throwing straight at their hands and within their wheelhouse. And so good shot there from Lewis.
And a
An
turnover.
immediate turnover.
So Lewis eyeing behind before going forward for the backboard. A good grab almost by Via, but slung out of there by Dage. And into the tunnel.
Yeah, it's another opportunity here from Gravity. Ooh, and a steal there from Dage, but then steal right back from Al Pacino. He's going to send that one in, but that stack, because of that steal from Dage, that stack was heading out. But then nobody there to get the hand on it, so it gives Vichex enough time to get it there to Alpha, but then a beautiful save there from Street Boo, who's going to send that one out through that right tube all the way down into the Team Gravity zone. And, oh, maybe an opportunity there from Dage. Oh, off the backboard, off the mark, but a goalie down goal. Shot going off nonetheless, but Al Pacino with the hands. And that one's going to get sent right back out.
Now, there was a smallest window for attempts there that he went for. Didn't pay off ultimately, as Simon will wait for the defender to get right nearby before dunking it in. 6-point advantage now, Gravity.
And you notice what he didn't do there. I'm not going to start, but Simon putting that one in for the 2. Taking Gravity up by 6 now. But still 6.5 minutes to go. Smash Dash can still come back here. There's plenty of time.
Yeah, and rolling out, but maybe just kind of the rhythm starting to be lost for Smash because they're about to turn it over again, it would seem, in a bit of a scramble, but actually that one gets delivered nicely to Slin, reaching him eventually and back towards the backboard area and almost in, but rebounded and fly by Dage.
Dage getting in there at the last second. The goalie maybe thinking he had enough time to kind of get there casually as he kind of floats towards that disc, but Dage getting in there with the slap from 2 meters away and putting that one in for the 2. And now that Gravity lead is shortened to 4 now.
Indeed, and we're going to have to see Gravity here keep coming through with those passing plays. One of those things that you will notice from Gravity. They've been doing it so far, for the most part anyway. And we saw it from Backlash as well. You know, definitely being careful, being patient. Right there, just a great cut. Nothing more can be said about that. That's fundamental Echo Arena. Cut, a pass, a goal.
Yeah, and it looks like they caught the Smash Dash defense sleeping a little bit. There were 2 defenders in the bubble with the goalie, but they were nowhere near the play. And so that's just a perfect pass there from Vichex. So Lewis puts that one in for the 2.
And Smash Dash kind of in a position where, on paper, they're not behind by a lot, of course. They can still come back. But when you're talking about the mental game, that's where there's more separation. After, just based on the flow of this game, Smash Dash does not want to be scored on again, or that could really start snowballing for Gravity at this juncture, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely could. And, I mean, a 6-point spread. Smash Dash definitely wanting to make something happen here. They do so maintain control as send a target. He's going to send that one across. Look for Dage. Dage gets a slap on it. But Lewis Amno's there to get the interception. But he's sending it out right into the hands of Street Boo. So that's going to give Smash Dash another opportunity here. Street Boo sending that one in.
Look
left
at this.
Side there. Oh,
This
looking
defense.
for Slen. And yeah, this Gravity is just doing so much stunning here, disrupting and finally getting that turnover. They're going to send that one in. And a bit of a race for it here into the hands of Slim now.
Yeah, gotta love that and appreciate that kind of defensive play. You know, at times prioritizing the stack, but then you saw on the other side there, really going for the man-on-man, and it was very well done. Every single pass in that mid area was just completely covered. So it was forcing a ton of quick passes. And just the same, you're seeing a little bit of that here, but actually a stack forming now, and the triangle at play, perhaps near the goal, just dodging through and losing the disc briefly as Lewis comes through, dodges, anchors. You've seen these moves from him a couple times, and it will result in another couple points.
Hold up.
I'm holding. I'm backing.
Back it up. What was that pass from Simon to Lewis? Was that a pass? Was he intended? Was that intentional?
I can't say. You're talking about that bounce, right? Maybe.
Yeah, the bounce from the root block to the nugget.
The nugget. I haven't heard that one before.
Pebble, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm hearing that lately. People are telling me they've never heard it called nugget before. I've been calling it nugget for 2 years. I don't know why suddenly people are not recognizing that one. But that pass was ridiculous. That was a pass. And Lewis going to bring that one in, put it in for another 2 there and extend that lead to 10 with 3 minutes to go. But yeah, so, somebody clip that because the pass on the goal prior, because that was ridiculous. That was I got to know if that was intentional because that was stupid.
Good stupid. To also clarify. Good stupid. Yes, and just as I said, clever, creative on a lot of these rollouts, a lot of these passes we see. The only, I think in North America, as Viatrex goes for a nice dish to Al Pacino. Wow. I was gonna say the North American equivalent I can think of, probably Infinite. They have some, they have a few clever bounce pass rollouts they employ as well. That's kind of the immediate one I think of. I also know, obviously like Nova or Wireless Jacks, they have some very unique stacks and rollouts as well. But I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. I try not to question it too much anymore when I see these wild bounces get into someone's hands at the end of the day, looking very potentially intentional.
Ooh, a great grab there from Lewis from that shot, but oh
Oh,
no! Get a turnover and finding the hands of Slin there. Slin's going to send that one in for the 3 from 8 meters out and put Smash Dash a little bit closer here, but a 9-point differential. That's a minimum of 3 goals. With a minute 40, about a minute 30, it's still possible, but it's a very steep hill to climb here for Smash Dash if they want to force a round 3.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do for Team Gravity. Just trying to close out their return week here after a month off, month plus, and trying to go for the goal again. It's like Lewis one more time, self-rebound, and just getting stunned at the end. So Lewis being denied a third score here in the last few minutes for him as Dage goes by, trying to get Sendo on that pass, maybe recovering off the ceiling, but no, overshoots. So 1 minute left, back to Simon. And again here, Team Gravity with a windmill clear, looking to close out 2-0 in this series, as well as their 2 matchups for the week.
Yeah, now some loose bouncing here, but now it's going to be taken by Lewis, who's going to send one across the near side wall to Simon. Simon's going to back that one up to the stack there. He's going to try to kind of a pass out and a boost, but it'll get stunned there by, who was that, Slin, to stop that man from coming out. And so Slin's going to get there first, send that one back out to that left tube. Does find the hands of Sendo. Sendo trying to send that one in. But it's off the mark and it bounces all the way back out to mid here. And now 30 seconds ago, Simon's going to try to dump that one out, but not out. So maybe another opportunity here for Smash Dash in the last 20.
And Slin dumping that to Dage in the back line. So time for one more goal on either end. We'll see what unfolds here the last few seconds as some stuns go off over there in that tunnel area, the pocket area. One more pass to Sendo, but Sendo, look at that immediate stack. Viatrex gets the clear, and that is out of here. Couple seconds. Oh boy, that was, what a way to end that would have been. Nonetheless, the series over here, 2-0 across the rounds, 14-5 in round 2.
Yeah, I mean, a well-fought game from Smash Dash, but like we saw in the game that Gravity had versus Quackheads, Gravity again finding their feet here against Smash Dash and just really coming out swinging, particularly in round 2. We go to team stats, possession time, 8 minutes to 5.5 there in favor of Gravity. That translates to 27 shots for Gravity versus 13 there for Smash Dash. And then just go to the individual player stats. You've got game high points going to Lewis Amno with 10, and then Simon with 8, Al Pacino with 4, also picking up 3 assists and 2 saves. Viatrex with 4 points as well, 4 assists and 2 saves. As well, Lewis Ammo, along with the game high points of 10, he's got 1 assist and 2 saves. And then Simon with an assist and a save. So everybody over on Gravity getting stat numbers, getting numbers in all the stat slots there. But then over on Smash Dash, Dage with the 2 points, and we see somebody did leave there before we get the snapshot on the stats, so we can't see the other goals. The other, 8 points scored from Smash Dash.
Yeah, Slin on that one. He was definitely putting up some points. As I mentioned, great striker for sure. It's pretty much a constant now, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, Smash Dash, they did put up a good contention and a lot of good looks from them. But yeah, Gravity just really proven that they still got it. I mean, it was only 5 weeks. It's not like they got old in that time, maybe. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, they did a really good job here. Gravity finding their feet very, very quickly in these 2 games. And as we close out EU Week 9.
Yeah, just, like for Team Gravity, you mentioned. I mean, 5 weeks. It's time. It's not as if they took a year off or anything. But yeah, I think aside earlier on against Quackheads, you know, a little bit of mechanical rust perhaps, but as they got their second wind and things like that, they were definitely looking like regular old Team Gravity, which is to say anything but regular, spectacular if nothing else. I mean, just the team play, the coordination. So they'll continue to kind of shake it off and find those passing plays that they're famous for, hit those shots, things like that. Like the mechanics won't be a worry long term, I don't believe. But obviously, the team part of Team Gravity still very much alive.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And want to point out too, so Boop saying a little bit above there, wireless jacks, fake jacks. I'm used to it now, but at first, yeah, when people say, sometimes people shorten wireless jacks and they just say jacks, and then it gives me a little bit of a wash over of PTSD from ESL Season 1. And I remember maybe good PTSD though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We went through some wars there in finals. It was a fun time. Just thinking back to the days. But yeah, I mean, wireless jacks definitely established as their own great team now, and one of those ones that do, in fact, as I mentioned, actually do employ some of those unique rollouts, bounce rollouts, bounce passes and shots. They do those stacks into the disc, things that I see a lot from European teams, but don't see a lot from North American teams. So definitely, studying if nothing else. And it's kind of fun to see the translation between the two regions coming to fruition. Also seeing in there stuff about relay races, which, well, Dimwi knows a little bit about. The Echo Grand Prix was a thing for a period of time.
Yeah, not so much relay, but tandem racing. Pairs would kind of boost around. Some of the combat, I don't know, maybe get back to that someday. I think if we ever get a point where the combat, those maps with the payload, if we can get all the doors to open up, maybe revisit it then. But yeah, we had some fun with it for a while.
Yeah, and a lot of these community efforts, it's fun to watch. A lot of unique things coming out, whether it's different community tournaments or cups, Discord cups, or Grand Prix, or all kinds of various weekend events as we're familiar with. I mean, it's just there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah. Boop in jerseys, or Boop saying I like the news at the bottom. Only just seen that. And Jersey complimenting the overlay. Well, thank you. Glad you like it. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, that's that was kind of
we all are pretty happy with it, I think.
Kind of my pet project between preseason and season 1, and then this overlay you're currently looking at, like on the score screen with the big logos and the full rosters. That was only a thing that just happened this week, but yeah, trying to make it look feel as good as possible. Especially with all the Quest players, user base that'll be coming in soon. Like, we want there to be something established there that's like really, really appealing looking, So I'm happy with the progress on that. So appreciate the compliments for sure. And I guess I'll compliment you on your team. Well done today. But yes. All right. So before we do head out here, we'll pull up the schedule for you, because we do have some matches in North America. Of course, starting in a couple hours. Maybe.
Nice note there from Dave in chat.
Here we go.
Timeout button?
Dave in the chat. Rad David N.
Oh, that's not even a timeout button issue.
Too bad the stats disappear when people leave. Someone should fix that. Do you know a guy, Dave? Yeah. Well, one day, one Dave. Anyway, schedule. We got Kangarillas and Illuminati coming up in a couple hours here. 3:30 p.m. Mountain Standard, aka 5:30 p.m. Central, as the North American folk like to default to. Eventually, I'll get the math right in my head to convert it for European time zones. But that day is not today. I apologize. Then we have Orbit and Kangarillas following that match. Illuminati versus Instinct, 30 minutes after that. And then there'll be a little bit of a break in the action, and then a few more games to close off the night with, at 6 Mountain Time, Palidore Fan Club, logo and all. I do not endorse this. But, okay, Palidore Fan Club versus Planet Express in a challenge match. Then we have Space Force versus Chaos. And then closing it out there with a Reboot versus Boosty Boys. And that will, that'll do it for our Week 9. And David in the chat saying, I don't know about you. I have a timeout button.
Hacks.
What the heck, Dave? Like, what? Heck. Anyway.
What in the heck?
So, someone said that in the tint match the other night. Made some comment. They're like, what in the heck? Trying to keep it PG for the stream. We noticed. We appreciated that. Anyway. So, yes, I was just referencing that. But anyway, okay, yeah, that is it for the evening. For the your European people. For the afternoon, of course, for us North Americans over here. Gotta find a better phrase for that. I guess I should just say day. That's it for the day. Instead of, yeah. Anyway, tangent aside, I've been Palidore. That's been SirDimwi. Dimwi, anything else to plug or advertise?
Do a kickflip.
And with that said, I've been Palidore. That's been SirDimwi. This has been VR Master League Week 9. Final day of Week 9. Closing out this season and closing out this weekend. Everyone else, thank you for watching. Stay tuned later for more matches and throughout the next few weeks. And in the meantime, be happy, be healthy, be safe, wash your hands, social distance. And yeah, we'll see you again real soon.